Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Fire showrunner keeps the door open for one absent character, who was last seen in Season 11. Chicago Fire showrunner Andrew Newman is keeping the door open for one absent character, who hasn't been seen in the procedural drama since Season 11. The cast of Chicago Fire mostly consists of familiar faces who have been on the show for years, including some like Taylor Kinney and David Eigenberg, who have been around since Season 1. The show has also had plenty of notable recurring and guest appearances, often involving characters who become important due to particular storylines, sometimes sticking around for longer in the process. Speaking with TV Line, Newman addressed the possibility of one of these characters, Wendy Seeger, Andy Allo, coming back to Chicago Fire. The showrunner said the door is open for her to return in future episodes, praising the character and hinting at the type of trouble that could lead the Office of Fire Investigation Lieutenant to team up with Firehouse 51. Check out what Newman had to say about Wendy's potential return below. Wendy made her debut in Season 8 when she tried to convince Kelly Severide, Kinney, to join the OFI to help her with a backlog of cases in the organization. He's eventually assigned there anyway, working with her on various cases until he resumes his regular duties. She appeared in a recurring capacity during her first season, later coming back as a recurring character in Season 10. Her latest appearance was as a guest in Season 11, with Chicago Fire Season 13 making no indication she's coming back soon. However, Newman's statement signals Wendy could still return in the future, even if it's not to the capacity she's had in previous seasons. If she does, then it would likely be with another case from the OFI she needs Severide's help with, since the pair have worked together so much in the past. Although there's no indication as to when she could come back, whether in a potential Chicago Fire Season 14 or later, her appearances across 3 seasons means there's still a place for her in the procedural drama. Even though there's no indication as to when Wendy could come back, the possibility of her return means Chicago Fire could have another case from the OFI on their hands in the future. Newman's statement is also a good sign for other characters that haven't shown up in quite some time, meaning the door could still be open for any number of guest stars to show up. If Wendy did come back though, it would have to be in a justifiable capacity, specifically with a case that gives her an important role to play. For over a decade, Chicago Fire has brought heart-stopping rescues, intense personal dramas, and the undeniable camaraderie of Firehouse 51 to fans worldwide. As the series blazes through its latest season, longtime viewers can't help but notice the absence of a once prominent character, one who quietly exited in Season 11, leaving more questions than answers. Now the showrunner has hinted that the door remains open for their return, sparking wild speculation among fans. A mysterious departure. When character name last appeared in Season 11, their exit was anything but definitive. Unlike previous farewells, some wrapped in tragedy, others in bittersweet triumph, this departure felt open-ended. There was no final goodbye, no fiery exit scene, just a storyline that seemed to fizzle out as the season progressed. Whether it was a personal crisis, a job opportunity elsewhere, or simply unresolved conflicts, the ambiguity left fans wondering, was this truly the last we'd see of them? A hint from the showrunner. In a recent interview, Chicago Fire showrunner name, addressed the character's absence with an intriguing response. "We never say never in the One Chicago universe. There are some stories that still feel unfinished, and we always want to keep that door open." That single statement has reignited speculation. What does it mean? Have there been behind-the-scenes discussions? Could a shocking return be in the works? Given the show's history of surprising comebacks, think Casey, Severide, and even Otis in flashbacks, it wouldn't be unheard of. What could bring them back? If the door is truly open, what would be the catalyst for character name's return? An emergency at Firehouse 51. Tragedy has a way of pulling people back in. A devastating fire or a major crisis involving one of their old teammates could be the trigger that brings them home. Unfinished business. Maybe they left behind unresolved tensions, a romantic entanglement or a personal mystery that still lingers. Chicago Fire thrives on drama, and revisiting a past storyline could provide fresh fuel for the narrative. A new position in the CFD, perhaps they return in an unexpected capacity, whether it's a promotion, a training role, or even a temporary reassignment. A special crossover event. The One Chicago universe loves its crossovers, and a multi-show event could be the perfect opportunity for their surprise return. Fan reactions and theories. Since the showrunner's comment, Chicago Fire fans have taken to social media to speculate wildly about who the returning character might be and how they could fit into the current storylines. Some believe it could be a former lieutenant returning to reclaim their position, while others think a fan-favorite paramedic could make a shocking reappearance. One particularly bold theory even suggests a character presumed dead might not be as gone as we thought. Twitter, Reddit, and fan forums are buzzing with excitement, with posts like, "If character name comes back, I swear I'll lose my mind." What if they've been undercover this whole time? I need answers. I always felt their exit was weirdly open-ended. Now I have hope. The impact on Firehouse 51. If the absent character does return, it won't just be a nostalgic nod. It will have ripple effects throughout the Firehouse. Dynamics have shifted since their departure, and their reappearance could shake things up. Would they still fit in with the team? Would old tensions resurface? Or would it feel like a triumphant homecoming? Final thoughts. While nothing is set in stone, the showrunner's tantalizing words have given fans a reason to hope. Whether it's a one-off guest appearance, a multi-episode arc, or a full-fledged return, the idea of seeing this missing character again is enough to reignite excitement for the long-running drama. For now, all eyes are on Firehouse 51, and on the door that may soon swing open once again.